Hi, I'm Richard Holcomb, and thanks for joining us today for Who Rocks New Mexico? Today, let's see why contractors and homeowners alike count on Valley Fence Company. Then we'll experience Sunset Memorial Park, a place of beauty and peace. And we'll meet Gold Financial Services, a mortgage lending company committed to making the lending process easy. But first, a lot of people deal with pain on a daily basis, and opioid pain medications can be addictive. But what if pain could be eliminated without the use of these dangerous drugs? Let's visit with a doctor who just might have the answer. Santa Rosa, New Mexico is a small town along I-40 with a heritage that harkens back to the days of old Route 66. But there's a doctor here using state-of-the-art cutting-edge technology to help people reduce or eliminate pain without the use of narcotics. Meet Dr. David Calkins.
What I do is actually try and find out why you hurt first. And then once I figure out the exact reason you hurt, I use the technology that's available to get rid of as much of your pain as possible. It's hard to find a good pain guy. And most of the people I see have already seen a lot of people. And a lot of them have even had surgeries.
There's new technology that allows us to do really minimally invasive procedures that interrupt the nerve signals that send a pain signal to your brain. It's an outpatient procedure. It's relatively pain-free.
Because what I'm doing is I'm taking little tiny bits of very dense local anesthetic and putting specific nerves to sleep to see if I can make your pain go away.
The idea there is to see if we're in the right spot.
If that works, then at our next visit, I'll go in there and knock those nerves out with a special technology called radio frequency.
A very small microwave generator heats up the nerve that's sending the pain signal and eliminates that nerve's ability to transmit a pain signal.
Radio frequency ablation can be an effective treatment for a variety of conditions, including back pain, neck pain, headaches, hip, shoulder, and knee pain, as well as others.
Half the people, the pain goes away forever. The other half, it's only a couple years. So unluckily for you, you may have to look at me every 2 years.
My back has been broken twice, and I've had back problems all my life, I guess, and arthritis set in, and Dr. Calkins did those procedures on me. I feel a whole lot better. I don't hurt. He got me to where I could walk again without help.
I seen Dr. Calkins because I had a really bad sciatica pain. I dealt with it on and off for about 4 or 5 years. I'm very grateful to Dr. Calkins. He helped me out quite a bit. I'm doing really well, and I'm very, very grateful to him for that.
This procedure is covered by all insurance companies. It is a fraction of the cost of surgery.
Santa Rosa is about an hour and a half from Albuquerque. But once you've been to everybody else, if you want to get better, just come see me.
Coming up, find out how Gold Financial Services makes the mortgage lending process easy for home buyers.
If you're planning a corporate or association event, plan to visit us at the newly remodeled Albuquerque Convention Center, a most spacious and accommodating choice. No matter how large or small the event, you'll be impressed by our expandable meeting rooms, banquet halls, helpful staff, audiovisual capabilities, and the culinary expertise of our award-winning chef. Attendees will appreciate nearby hotels and restaurants. We invite you to learn more. Call us at 768-4575 or visit us at albuquerquecc.com.
With 4 kids and a business to run, I'm always on the go. That's why my guys are so important to me. They keep my car running perfectly so I can drive with confidence. And they're great about answering questions and what my choices are. Plus, I know I can trust them, and that means everything to me. And when it comes to customer service, My guys are the best. They treat me with respect and are always prompt and courteous. Do I love them? I absolutely do. These are my guys. Make them your guys too.
If you're looking to buy a home, you're probably going to need a mortgage. Let's find out how Gold Financial Services makes the process smooth and easy.
Gold Financial Services is based out of San Antonio, Texas, has been around for over 20 years. They gave us the leverage to go ahead and open shop here in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
They prefer to have a corporate hub in the Southwest that can help handle servicing other branches outside of New Mexico, which is Kansas, Texas, Colorado, and Arizona. New Mexico has been selected to be that hub.
Gold Financial Services is a smaller mortgage banking operation, meaning that they fund less than $1 billion annually. Everything's local, everything.
We have in-house processing, in-house underwriting. Your loan's taken care of and funded here locally. So what we're able to do is create an environment for our clients that are able to have them go to closing, fund on time, close on time, and make their dreams come true.
With a variety of loan programs, Gold Financial Services now offers a mortgage that allows you to add solar to the home and wrap the cost right into your mortgage payment.
Solar energy is a big deal in New Mexico. Fannie Mae is now offering a really good mortgage program that helps collaborate mortgage, refinance, or purchase and add solar to the home. With the Renewable Energy Act, Fannie Mae now makes it possible to borrow up to 50% of the appraised value of the home to add solar. The benefit to this program is the homeowner can now add the financing of the solar into their mortgage, where they can write off all the interest on their mortgage and also get a tax credit for investing in renewable energy.
Our group is consisted of a lot of local people who've been in the business a long time, with all the same goal in mind, and that goal is customer satisfaction.
My experience with Gold Financial has been a very pleasant experience. My clients have been very satisfied with Gold Financial Services.
They honor the buyer, is what they do. They provide excellent customer service. They get everything from start to finish to closing table within a timely fashion. I feel I can count on Gold Financial Services from start to finish.
With Gold Financial Services, our loan tracker app gives the client and realtor partners the ability to track their loan throughout the process.
You can follow us on your cell phone. So as a client, or whether you're a real estate agent, you're driving around, and as the loan is moving along, you're able to just click into your app and find out the status of your loan. It's instant, it's on time, and that's our way of letting you know that we're on top of the loan and we're taking care of everyone.
At Gold Financial Services, we got a great bunch of people, including our processing team, loan officers.
We have a group of managers that have been in the industry for close to 20 years, and they decided that this was a great opportunity to band together and create a force, so to speak, of lending capabilities and team up to provide a high quality type service for our lending community.
It's a real exciting time for us right now.
It's time to think differently about cemeteries. Meet Sunset Memorial Park, New Mexico's most beautiful cemetery. If you've driven on Manal just west of I-25, you've probably passed it thinking it's simply an expansive tree-filled park. It is, and so much more. Recognized nationally for its scenic charm, captivating elegance, and majestic park-like setting, Sunset Memorial Park is unlike any cemetery you've ever seen. People come here to walk, jog, walk their dogs, and relax. It's just that kind of place. And while the lush green grass and canopy of leaves makes every part of Sunset Memorial Park desirable, you'll find our Centennial Urn Garden a burial place unlike any other. Designed to be a sanctuary for the soul, a peaceful garden for reflection, and an inspirational setting for the celebration of life, the Urn Garden offers warmth and peace to all who enter. Sometimes it's hard to think about the inevitable. Not here. There's something so welcoming, so inviting, and yet so comforting. It's easy to imagine this garden as a final resting place. There's beauty everywhere you look. In the Santa Fe architecture, tranquil fountains, lush foliage, Kiva fireplace, and amazing bronzes, and the beauty continues through every season, gently casting its colors and textures on the wall niches and burial areas throughout the garden. Many people are so moved by the tranquility of the Urn Garden that they choose to ensure that they have a place here. Some even have their names and birth dates engraved. The families of those who pre-plan are always grateful that, in a time of grief, the majority of decisions have already been made, giving them the opportunity to focus on the celebration of life rather than the difficult details. Whether you choose to pre-plan or simply learn more, we invite you to come and walk through the Centennial Urn Garden and experience the peace and tranquility that this garden offers to all.
My truck's my baby, and the only guys to get to work on her are my guys. They know how important she is, and they treat her with respect. When it's time for maintenance, they check her out from head to toe, and my guys don't wait for something to go wrong. They let me know what they see so that little problems don't become big ones. And when it comes to technology, my guys are setting the pace. From diagnostics to communication, they're always ahead of the curve. Do I trust them? You bet I do. These are my guys. Make them your guys too.
Well, our family has been here for a while. In fact, my grandparents were one of the first Chinese immigrants to come settle here in Albuquerque, and eventually my father went in partnership with them, my grandparents, and then was in business for over 50 years, the New Chinatown restaurant. I worked and grew up there, washing dishes, busboying, waiting, cashiering, pretty much everything except bartending. I graduated from Highland High School, and after high school I went to 2 years of UNM, pre-dental student, and I realized after quantitative analysis that maybe dentistry was not my thing, and so I decided to pursue my hobby, which was photography, and I picked up my first camera in my senior year at Highland, and made the bold decision to become a photographer. So I went away to school in Atlanta, Georgia, the Photography Institute of America. Worked after I graduated there for a commercial photographer. I assisted him for 6 months, and then I got real homesick. And I drove straight from Atlanta directly into Albuquerque in a 24-hour stretch and tried to look for work. I pretty much just started my own thing. And at the time I asked my father, how do you learn the business? He said, you just do it. And that's basically how I got started. I started by working for a wedding company that would hire photographers to photograph weddings. I would do an entire wedding for $25. They gave me 5 rolls of film. I also opened up a little studio on East Central. I had a display of black and white portraits in the window there, and people were kind of attracted to the pictures on the window. I had a real firm belief that in a lot of ways people's self-image is determined by the last portrait they had taken of themselves, and I think that's kind of how our reputation spread. Just one client at a time, making sure everybody looked good. Actually, one of the first big celebrities that I actually photographed was R.C. Gorman. He stood out to me because he was this totally animated character. We got a call from the White House and saying, would you like to photograph Barbara Bush? And yeah, I jumped. I said, sure. I even got to photograph Muhammad Ali back when he was really big. You could just see the charisma come through the lens, and it's kind of amazing to me how these celebrities have come to us. It's been kind of like Forrest Gump in a way. You just wonder, how did this happen? How did this get here? It's just this idea that everybody's beautiful, and I think the best way to describe it is if I first see a client that I'm photographing, I'm kind of sizing them up, and analyzing a little bit, and hopefully I'm not doing it too overtly. But what I'm looking at is I'm looking at the things that I can really play up, that I want to play up, and that I think they want to play up. And it's all about creating the right angles. It's about lighting. It's about the posing. It's a naturalness, and it's a real ease, and it's a real personal connection. And this is really instilled in our photographers. Having your portrait taken is very personal. I mean, we're talking about people's faces here, and we're talking the fact that I don't know anybody that doesn't want to look good, so we really keep that in mind at the forefront of everything we do. I also think that people have different parts of their personality, Yes, we always like to take the timeless looks, but in today's society, I think people want to look like they're having fun too. So we run the gamut of different expressions throughout the session. You know, we'll have kind of a soft smile, a big happy smile. We'll have laughing pictures, we'll have jumping pictures. We try to get our clients to dance even, and really show different aspects of their personality so that when they make their final selections for their portraits, for their walls, that you know, they have plenty to choose from. And our job as photographers is to make sure that they have a hard time making a decision because they have pictures that they absolutely love, and that's underneath everything. Yeah.
We've been using Kim Ju as our family photographer about 6 years now.
The photographers definitely have an eye for capturing a moment, from your staged family style portraits to very unique, candid shots.
And some of the favorite ones we have are the ones where they weren't planned. The kids and us just, you know, being a family, and that's what we capture and that's what we love.
My goals are to add jobs to New Mexico, plain and simple. By adding jobs to New Mexico means that the business community here is stronger, and my passion is helping people. Action Coach was started about 20 years ago in Brisbane, Australia by Brad Sugars, who was a self-made millionaire who at an early age, in his early 20s, started buying, fixing, and selling businesses.
Brad Sugars reminds me of a modern-day Napoleon Hill, which many people are familiar with, and he was actually Henry Ford's mentor. Brad is, I think, one of the most brilliant business minds I've encountered in my life, and he's the man who personally started Action Coach, and his whole purpose in life is to show business owners that there's a better way to run a business, a stronger way to run a business that really enables them to live to their full potential through their business model. And we kind of stumbled upon Action Coach, and while it's a franchise, it really struck us because what Action Coach is about globally is giving business owners re-education, if you will, global tools, proven systems that help enrich their overall operation and help them live a better life.
We brought Action Coach to New Mexico about 5 years ago to help small to mid-sized business owners achieve more money, a better team, and more time through using these systems.
So my name is Eric Bergmeyer. I'm a certified public accountant. I own my own firm. The name of the firm is Bergmeyer & Associates. I've been coached by Action Coach for the last year. Yeah, the differences that Action Coach has brought to the company for me is really begin to help me run a business. And that was very difficult for me to kind of move out of where I've typically been as a CPA technician to now become more of a CPA CEO, if you will. Our financial growth has been substantial. And we've now been able to bring on more accounting staff as a result, and have allowed myself and my wife, who's my partner, to begin to have a little bit more free time. I would tell anybody who would be considering working with Action Coach that it would probably be one of the wisest decisions they'd ever make. Whenever possible, I find myself in front of one of my clients, I use a lot of what Mark has taught me. A tremendous return on that investment.
Shelley Branscombe with Maestas & Ward has grown 75% in the last 12 months, which in commercial real estate, I think that's doing amazingly well.
My name is Shelley Branscombe, and I work at NAI Maestas & Ward as a commercial real estate broker, and I specialize in office space. I've been coached by Action Coach for the past 15 months. I would describe their coaching style as very open and communicative. They style it to my business and what my interests are, but they also encourage me to step outside the box so that I can grow and become an expert in my field. The difference that coaching has made to my knowledge and skill is not only to help me develop within my own industry, but also to develop myself outside of my industry. The tangible results that I have seen year to date over last year, my business is up in profits 146%.
We absolutely love helping business owners achieve their goals and their dreams for their businesses and their life.
We start off with a complimentary coaching session that we'll offer any viewer, and they can learn more about that process when they go to our website, actionbusinesssuccess.com, or they can just call our team at 798-2552.
Coming up next, Valley Fence Company, a family-owned business you can count on.
As we grow older, our needs change. Things that were once easy become more difficult. Our independence gives way to dependence on others, and living alone may no longer be practical or safe. Thankfully, there's Beehive Homes, assisted living and memory care homes throughout New Mexico, bringing quality care to residents and peace of mind to their families.
The purpose of Beehive Homes, at least for me and the people who I work with, is I'm very centered and focused on the individuals that reside within our homes. First of all, our staffing ratios allow for a lot of one-on-one interaction with the residents.
Our concern is the quality of life of our residents. We provide everything from laundry, activities, personal care. Really, it's just a matter of making sure that their quality of life is exactly what it should be. You know, respecting who they are and the great things that they've done.
My ladies, I like to do their nails, do their hair. We like to do a lot of exercise with, either balls or balloons. It gets their body moving, the blood flowing.
As a company, our focus is on the individuals that work with us. And I say with us and not for us, because that's how I see it. We want happy, healthy employees, because that's who we want caring for our elderly. Well, I think it's always difficult to come from home to a long-term care situation. That is always a very difficult move. But as soon as people arrive and there's a team of people waiting on them hand and foot, it makes the transition so much easier, and they adapt, and they just love it. It truly is as close to home as you can be.
We invite you to learn more about Beehive Homes. Visit us at beehivehomesnm.com or call us at 505-273-2029 to arrange an in-person visit.
Fireplaces and stoves add beauty, warmth, and ambiance to any room, and nobody knows them better than Mountain West Sales in Albuquerque. Wood, pellet, and gas, we have them all, with amazing choices in size, style, and finish. The advantages to heating with wood are that it's very comfortable and it's a very unobtrusive heat. Modern wood stoves are also very efficient, so they burn less wood to provide more heat. EPA certified stoves, fireplaces, and inserts are okay to burn on no burn nights, so you'll never be restricted as to when you can burn the stove. When a wood stove is burning, it's dramatic, it's calming, and it's beautiful to look at. It will be the focal point of the room that it's in. Pellet stoves are great because they can operate on a thermostat. Most of them have electronic ignition, so they can come on and off as they need to maintain the room at a constant temperature. Pellet stoves are highly efficient. Because pellet stoves can be vented either horizontally or vertically, there aren't many places in your house where you couldn't put one, so you have lots of options for placement. All things considered, gas stoves are actually probably the most convenient fuel source. They ignite automatically, so you can run them day and night, even when you're not there. They give you a steady, even heat. There's no fuel to store, there's no maintenance, and no ashes to clean up. They actually have the highest efficiency of all the fuel types we've discussed today. Mountain West Sales. There simply isn't a better place to shop for fireplaces, stoves, or inserts.
Hi, I'm Michael Newman, host of New Mexico True Television, coming up right after Who Rocks. New Mexico True Television will showcase our great state as you've never seen it before, and will provide you with travel tips to make it easy for you to plan your next New Mexico True adventure. So stay right here, enjoy Who Rocks, and stay with us at 8:30 for New Mexico True Television. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
Let's discover why contractors and homeowners alike count on Valley Fence Company for projects big and small.
I started the company in '69. I actually was born here in New Mexico, but I had been in the West Coast in California for a while, and then came back here and actually opened this fence company here. And it's been good. It wasn't easy because all you had at that point is just a truck and a wheelbarrow.
You know, my father did the hard work. He got it off the ground, started it from nothing, as he was saying back in 1969.
We've been working together for so long that he's actually become my friend. So it's good. It is good.
I've known Paul since I was 6 years old. That's around 48 years that we've been friends, and we're ended up being co-workers. I met him many years ago when they first started Valley Fence back in 1969. When we were both little kids, and we still know each other to this day. We still work with each other, and we're still friends.
You do become a family, and we've had our employees, a lot of our key employees, for years and years. We couldn't be where we're at today without our employees. Close-knit, they become more than just employees, they're family. We do lots of big work. We like the big work. You know, we're excited about that, and being statewide and in the surrounding states. But we've always tried to keep in touch with the residential side of it.
We've always kept the residential because it's what got us started. Fencing is sort of a security type of thing anyway. People want to keep their dogs in and want to, you know, keep their houses safe and so on, and that kind of thinking. So it's an easy way to get to know people.
I absolutely love it, love it. I think it gives the entire property in the house a totally different character that maybe other style of fences wouldn't necessarily provide.
We feel we can give back and continue to give back to our community on the residential aspect and be a service to them in that area. When you're born and raised here in New Mexico, as we were, and have our roots here, so we're involved with the community. We appreciate the community. We know that we're here because of the community. On an average year, different kinds of fence, we do over 100 miles a year. So that'll kind of give you an idea. You're talking barbed wire or chain link or woven wire game fence, guardrail, whatever it may be. And so it's miles and miles and miles of fence work. We do a lot of work for the city, for the state highway department.
Some notable projects that we did with Valley Fence included Tower Pond Community Park, the North Domingo Baca Community Park, and the New Mexico Veterans Memorial at Filchacone Park. All of our projects are procured either through competitive bid or a selection process. So we knew that we were getting the best price for the scope of work that we were asking for.
This is a great facility here in the Valley, and we're proud that we were able to have a part in working with the city on this project. We got 4 different fields and batting cages, and just up in the corner there's also a skate park. One of the other products that we're really proud that we worked on was the New Mexico Veterans Memorial. It's a beautiful tribute to the New Mexico veterans.
Obviously, price is an important component for us doing work, but in addition to that, we got people who were reliable, dependable, who provided a quality product and good service to their customers.
Appreciate the customers, appreciate the people, because as I said, you know, the people around you is what makes the company. You can only provide the service, and if you don't provide a good service, of course you're not going to be around very long. And we've been here for 40 some odd years, so obviously we're doing something right.
Well, that's all the time we have this week on Who Rocks. Just a heads up, we're now sharing this time period with our sister show, Home Builders Gallery Presents Better Living, which will be here next Sunday at 8, and we'll be back here the week after that. And remember, if you see any of our men and women in uniform, be sure and stop them and thank them for their service. I'm Richard Holcomb, and we'll see you right back here on KOB4 as Home Builders Gallery presents Better Living.